At that number 1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Now a look at Memphis's starting group. They've got Jalen Wells. Jackson is out there with Zach Edey. Then there's Ja Morant. And for the Lakers, the guard pair will be Doncic and Reeves. Beast out there with LeBron James. And it's Spencer in at the 5, roaming the paint. These two teams, Clark, play a beautiful brand of basketball with an emphasis on ball movement.
No hero ball between these two squads, Kevin. And you're right, it is beautiful to watch. The ball moves, the player moves, they find quality shots, and the assists come in bunches. The guard attributes on display there. Luka was one of the quicker releases you'll see in the game.
Morant with a wide open look. Misses the 3. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And again, it's the Lakers.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And you can see the confidence Morant possesses. He's fine testing his luck with the quick pull-up jab.
LeBron with the buckets.
4 straight hoops. Ideal start for them.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. For the 3, that one's in, his first shot this game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Lakers have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for Ja Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And he knocks down the first one.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
And here's LeBron outside. Buries the long-range jumper. James has got 8 points.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
So it's the Grizzlies now after LeBron James hitting the 3. From deep, Reeves. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForge on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Kevin, back to you.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Marcus Smart's check in for Austin Reeves. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Look at Gabe. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Austin Reeves.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And that one is stuffed right through.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Basket counts. James has got 10.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take him because he is pedal to the metal right now.
.112 left to play in the first quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bounce pass for Jerome. Landale pass to Morant. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
It's good from long range.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Scottie Pippen in for Morant. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. Pippen with the bucket.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Memphis ball.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Jerome, good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
And that one drops for him. Jerome's got 5 points so far.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. There's the drop.
Oh!
Can you believe that?
Turned up and turned out. Throwing it down. Come on.
Jackson passes to Aldama. Back to Jackson. Again, Memphis.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Spencer, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We've got more in store for you right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Well, we're starting to creep, Clark, towards the midway point of the season. Isn't it amazing how fast this season can go by? You and I look at each other and say, wow, I can't believe we're already here.
Well, you know, Kevin, I think it's a function of us getting older, if you will. They say time seems to move faster the older you get. But clearly it's the same for the players as far as how fast the season goes. Opening night happens, and then before you know it, the All-Star game is coming up, and then you get to the backside of that, and it's usually all downhill to the playoffs and beyond.
Ben Simmons is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Smart. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Hayes in at the center position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
Man, I could watch threes from the corner all day. Smart seems to have a feel from there.
And Aldama slams it in.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Took him no time at all on that one. Reeves has got his third bucket of the night.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but G.A. much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes here for the Lakers. The Beast, he's checked in for Hayes. The Beast comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Grizzlies, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Jock Landale. And it's Morant in for Scottie Pippen. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. The Grizzlies fourth.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Now here's Morant. Last game, 26 points. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Here's Spencer, and he goes in for the dunk.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Gay outside over Jackson, and it's good off the back rim and in. Gay's got 5 points so far.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's Jackson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shot clock at 6. A three from Morant.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they worth shot.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
And so here's Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
The foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
The shot's good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. Braun is checked in for Los Angeles. .51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Outside Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
To stop the run, and the dunk by Jackson.
One of his specialties on display there, a nifty lead pass.
.30 seconds left now here in the second. Doncic passes to Spencer. Knocks down the three ball. Spencer's got 7 now in this quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Nice move. And then Morant slams it in.
And that dunk reverberated throughout this entire building.
It sure did. Up high and down hard on the windmill flood.
And you just know that's going to have a big effect on this team. I mean, their blood has to be pumping after that one, and the heart rate racing a little faster, too.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Get ready for your Pocket Fight Arena Entertainment.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. In the Western Conference, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Little love going to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just another big-time talent hailing from Canada. Has great length for his position, creates matchup nightmares the way I did, the way Kitty sometimes did. Not really, I just said that to make him look good.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
They're clicking offensively, making the right decisions, and of course, making shots.
And they say it's a make-or-miss league, and that's mostly true.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What can you say? The Beast, an impressive effort here today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Jaren Jackson. Morant is out there with Jalen Wells. Then there's Edey.
Doncic, so multifaceted, a stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Back to Jackson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jackson's got 10 points in the game.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Jackson in the corner. And again, Memphis no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
So a moment now to see the story for Ja Morant.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Lets it go with the 3. And Spencer pulls it down.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who was likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. .141 left to play here in the third. With the step back, Morant, and finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fella? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Tries from 16. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Reeves has got 15 points.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Clock at 6. Morant outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Gay. Yes, that goes in. 10 points in the game so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less. Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Reeves. Reeves has got his 8th assist here tonight. We've got 22 seconds left here in the third quarter. Morant against Doncic. Misses off the right eye.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Lakers on top, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. He's out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Connect. And it's Smart in at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
Memphis with the ball. Here's Jerome. Here's Aldama. And out of bounds is Los Angeles Kings possession. And the Lakers making a change here.
The ball for your Lakers. Number 1, Adu Fierro.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. Hey, you'll take as many hot...
Oh, my goodness.
Man! Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Jackson has the open look, drains it from beyond the arc.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And he comes up with the deuce.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better.
Here's Smart. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Jackson misses.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Gonnett finds Hayes. Here's Simmons. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Excellent concentration that time by the 6'10" Simmons. Very good at completing these chances despite the defense's best efforts.
The Lakers making a switch here. Love's checked in.
Ben Simmons. 1 shot.
Clark, one suggestion I've heard for All-Star Weekend, a one-on-one competition.
Yeah, it's worth a shot. Anything that would perhaps enhance the competitiveness of All-Star Weekend, I think, would be helpful.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite. Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed
the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And believe you me, they'll be gunning for the sweep in that third meeting.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Austin Reed.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. From downtown, we've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. He was all alone on that one.
And that is why Triple J is a stretch 5. He doesn't clog the lane. Jaren really helps to space the floor. They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
That's a violation. Lakers ball. Now into the lineup for Los Angeles. Number 30.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation.
5-second inbound violation. Grizzlies ball.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Austin Reed.